Right, so here's my JEEMAK dash cam. Basically, cheap and cheerful. I didn't know you could get them at this price and HD to boot. So this is a 1080p camera. I'm going to go through a few things with you in the car, but then I'm going to go back into the house and just go through the what you get with it and bits and pieces like that. So I'll just zoom in there. A very small screen, but in all honesty, you don't really need a big screen. This is about recording what's in front of you, and then if you need to, you've got a memory card in it that you take out and either put into your PC, or you get a USB connector cable with this where you can take the camera out and connect the whole thing up to your PC, whichever's easiest for you. So lots of things that it actually does, as you can see here, hang on, as you can see here, it's showing as charging. To be honest with you, I don't think I'll ever use this not on charge, because you don't want it running out at the most inopportune moments, so that's not going to happen. You can also see the audio recordings on. The picture that you're seeing on there is there's a road that runs across here. This is just a reflection off my dashboard. So that's the road that runs across there, and then there's trees on the other side. It's quite a wide view. You can see down into that's my hand there in the corner of the car, and it goes all the way across pretty much to, in fact, let's just come out a bit. So there you go. Hang on. So that's the view out of the car. So you could see down here, and you can pretty much see all the way over there. Let's right, okay, so there's my hand. So that now you can see my hand there. I'd probably just turn it a smidgens like that. Yeah, see, you're right over in the other corner now. So it does everything that you want to do. It loop records, so you'll never run out of space. It's got a gravity sensor, so if there's a collision, it automatically stores that information from the collision. Even if you're knocked unconscious, the information will be saved on the camera. Date and time stamp, HD, you can take photos, you can, there's all sorts of bits and pieces that you can do in the settings. If I just try and open the settings while I'm looking at it now. So resolution, loop recording, exposure, motion detection, so that's on the screen, a bit like a security camera type thing. Audio recording, date and timestamp, gravity sensor, sound, and then you can go across to, is that it? No, that's not it. Go into that a second, just hang on. No, there we go. Yes, that's come into that. So date and time, auto power off, what language you're using. It's getting a bit blurred. Backlight for the screen, image rotation if you've got the camera upside down or anything like that. What else have we got? Formatting the card, default settings, and obviously what version the software is. So I'm just going to turn it round. That's where my memory card is in there. That's the power cable there that I've got running down to there. So it's all pretty much hidden. And that is the very, very small camera, which, as I say, is 1080p. And this is the mount for the window, so you can have it anywhere in the car basically. So what I'll do now is I'll go and just continue this inside. So this is everything that comes in the pack for the JEEMAK dash cam. For £29.99, this is a phenomenal amount of money, and basically, look there, 1080p video recorder. So you are going to get 1080p video from this dash cam of whatever's in front of you. I'll just tell you a quick story as to why I've bought this. I was watching a program the other day, and a woman, probably about 60 odd, was driving down a road with terraced houses on either side and parked cars, and she was coming up to a T-junction. As she's getting to the T-junction, a lad pushes out a moped in front of her, so she has to slow down and stop. When she's stopped, he runs back with the moped and smashes it into the front of a car, then falls on the floor along with the moped. And then his mate comes out and starts video recording. And it's only when she's out of the car saying, "What are you doing? What are you doing? This is all being recorded," that they get back up. Well, he gets back up and he runs off while he's pushing the moped, and his mate runs off with him. And that's what I don't want to happen to me. So that's why I've bought this dash cam. Cheap and cheerful, does everything it says it should do. I'll show you it in the car. This goes into the cigarette lighter, loads of cable. I'll be able to run it along, and that's it's not a micro USB connector. I think it's called a mini USB connector. So that's what actually goes into the end there. The bracket for this simply goes, where are we? That fixes onto there, so you'll see that in place as well. And this is really easy to fix. Let me just get it so I can see. So as you can see, it's flat there, but as you press that, it goes concave, and that's what holds it to the window, and it holds it to the window really well. And then it just goes flat again when you pull that out. So all that's good. You've got instruction manuals that tells you everything. And to cut a long story short, this takes pictures, takes video. It's got a timestamp on it. It's quite a wide angle lens. I'm not too sure what it is at the moment, but I'll write that in the write up. It's got a gravity sensor on it, or a G-shock sensor, which basically means as you're driving along, it is recording, but it loops, it re-records over everything unless there's an accident, and it senses that there's been an accident to the car, and it locks that video file, so it's kept. It's not recorded over like all the others. So lots of bits and pieces like that. Way too much to go through. This is something that you can read through and actually quite enjoy yourself reading through, because you know that it's going to be helping you. You can always stop this if you want and have a read. But lots of menus. Just make sure you get the time set up and the recording parameters, and then you're basically sorted then. The screen itself is really small, so you're not going to get much definition on that if you're looking at it. So what I suggest you do, you also get this cable, which again has got a mini HD connector on it, but it's also got a normal USB connector on it. So that connects to that. If you take it out of the car, you connect it to your PC, and you can have a look at the video files that are on your memory card. Or if you don't want to do that, you can just, because I've already put a memory card in, so you can press down there, and as you can see, I'll just move that, the memory card just pops out, and there's the memory card. So really easy to fit. You're going to see it in a minute. Really easy to operate. Nice menu system, and that's it. I will probably recommend this, but I'll tell you in the write-up when I've tried it thoroughly.